extra $10 worth of gas to come up here and have a good $12 bottle of wine is.
No, Mendocino's has got so much potential, and one of the saddest parts about this whole potential I've seen happening that hasn't manifested, and it should have years ago, was this train. The mysterious train that's going to go from the Bay Area to Eureka. You know, we could have easily had the train to Willits. You know, Napa has this wine excursion on their tracks down there. There is no reason that that train has not got to Willits, except political, you know, just political.
30 miles of tracks that need to be replaced.
Right, but that's going to be much easier to get it to Willits than it would be getting it north of Willits. That could have been done years ago, and we could have had some of this happening and nice wine things going on. We've got a lot of potential here, but we just got to get everybody together and work for it. You know, I don't know, I haven't been checking in with the Promotional Alliance. You're on top of them probably more.
Well, you know,
that was a great idea. Has it gone anywhere?
Well, and all the candidates I've talked to pretty much say we need to support the Promotional Alliance. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that the Promotional Alliance was kind of going right into the dumper because there was, you know, they thought that it was money being wasted. But I think people are kind of maybe turning around on that a little bit. But then you have the Wine and Winery Commission that just got going last year in Mendocino County, and they're looking to raise, you know, because that's the fees that the growers have to pay and the wineries have to pay, so they're self-taxing. But they're looking to spend, you know, $600,000 or $700,000 on promotion. So, you know, again, that's mostly for the winery industry, but that certainly helps lodging and restaurants and everybody else. Again, you know, times like this, how many people are going to come up here? I think you have great potential in times like this to get people up here to do things that are a little bit cheaper.
They're not flying to, well, they're not going to go to Europe because their dollar is $1 in the tank. You can't even afford to go to Europe, and so people are going to be staying closer in our area. And we do have the Bay Area.
Foreigners coming here, you know, and spending those dollars.
And I don't even know if anybody's addressing that issue either.
Well, I don't know that they're ready for all of that. You know, I mean, the Winery Commission just got going last year, and I mean, I don't know that they're reaching out to Japan just yet, but it'll get there. It'll get there. You know, I think I think this economy can work in a lot of ways for us, but I think overall businesses are nervous. I think, you know, they have every right to be nervous.
Well, look at it this way. They say in hard times, the things that make it are the bars. So we've got two of the best things going in Mendocino County. We've got some of the best wine, and we have some of the best marijuana. So actually in a recession or a depression, Mendocino County should be able to do really well. Plus, we're closer to the Bay Area than Humboldt or Trinity County. So.
Well, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I guess this time is up now. I mean, we have talked about pretty much every issue there is out there, and I'm sure there are lots that we have forgotten about. But for the first edition of Inside Mendocino County, I'm Casey Meadows, the editor at the Ukiah Daily Journal, and this is Karen Ottoboni with KZYX, and we've enjoyed this time.
It's great, Casey. It's good to get the coastal and the inland together once in a while and find out what's going on.
There you go.
Bridge that geographic mountain.
Mendocino be coming in tonight. Mendocino